welcome to Channel 69 News. This is Bo Slice.
And I'm Amaya.
Today we're going to be taking a blast to the past and talk about the Berlin Wall. Any clue what that is? No? Amaya, can you give us the deets?
Well, Jimbo, the main physical details about the Berlin Wall are that it was constructed on August 13, 1961. It was 155 kilometers long and it had over 203 military towers. It was composed of 4 different stages, and each stage more dangerous than the last. Now let's send it over to Rebecca in Berlin, Germany.
Oh, thank you, Amaya. To know more about the Berlin Wall, let's start at the beginning. Soon after the end of World War II, Germany was divided into 4 occupation zones. Berlin, the German capital, was divided into occupation centers, even though it was in Soviet zone. Tension began soon after, when the United States, Britain, and France moved in 1948 to unite their occupation zones into a single Republic of Germany. This, naturally, made the Soviet angry, and it decided to launch a complete land blockade of West Berlin. The Berlin Wall was built to stop the flow of refugees attempting to leave East Berlin. Krupa, can you elaborate on that?
Sure, Rebecca. As titled in the name, the Berlin Wall and the events following it took place in Berlin, Germany. The wall encircled West Berlin mainly. These events had taken place between the time of August 13, 1961 to October 3, 1990. Mainly, what happened between this time period was that the barriers were built. President Kennedy visits Berlin and says, "I am a Berliner." The 4 powers' agreement on visiting made it easier for the West Berliners. President Reagan visits Berlin and urges the Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev to tear down the wall. The wall is open, and finally Germany is reunited. These events took place to basically encircle West Berlin.
Now we're going to be showing you guys a video of the Berliners breaking down the wall.
Oh, shit. Shit, come on.
As you can see from that horrific video, lots of people have died in attempts of escaping the wall and breaking down. Also, people have been persecuted and given the death penalty because they were trying to demolish the wall.
The Berlin Wall caused for the United States and Britain to plan a massive airlift. This airlift helped provide much-needed food for West Berlin. By then, the Soviets had enough and accepted their defeat. For many people, the Berlin Wall is a tragedy that they wish had never existed. For many, many other people, they have no idea what the Berlin Wall is, or where it was, or that it even existed. That's why we're here to educate the public. Now, back to the topic at hand. The Berlin Wall divided many families who found themselves unable to see each other for the time that the Berlin Wall existed. Though many were able to successfully escape the family, hundreds were killed attempting to escape. Krupa, can you tell more on the effects of the Berlin Wall?
The building of the Berlin Wall was a mutual effect, meaning that there was positive and negatives. The building of it trapped people in communism, separated families, and also people got possibly killed trying to escape. The destruction of the wall resulted in families being reunited. With the Berlin Wall being built and having it fall, it was a key turning point in diplomatic and government powers. It brought about major downfall for many communist countries. After the wall had fallen, the U.S. imposed a larger military force to protect the Westerners in Berlin. Today, we're here with Devin and Leah, and we're going to talk about the Berlin Wall. Devin, have you ever been to the Berlin Wall?
Yes, I have.
What did you think about it?
It was a historical sight to behold.
Leah, what was your input on it?
There was a lot of graffiti, but it was actually pretty interesting, so it was nice.
Thank you for your time. Let's take it back to the studio.
Okay guys, so basically the Berlin Wall had many causes of effect. It separated families and trapped people. Germany was divided into 4 zones, with Berlin being one of them. Hundreds were killed trying to escape. The wall affected more than just those who were trapped under the control of communism, but also those who were living in freedom, but were unable to see their loved ones. The wall also caused the Berlin airlift. Said before, the Berlin Wall caused a tragedy for people, and they wish it didn't happen. Jimbo, any last words?
Today we went over the Berlin Wall and the events following it. It took place in Berlin, Germany, of course. These events happened in the course of time between October 13th, 1961 to October 3rd, 1990. The events in this timeline took place due to communism. The effect, as said, was both positive and negative in their own ways. A negative would have to be trapping people into communism, and a positive, ironically, would be independence from it. Well, that's going to wrap it up tonight. Thank you everyone here from Channel 69. Thanks for watching.